It's time of the year when many international students will be coming to US for their fall semester. Today I'm going to talk about the things that you should or you can consider packing when you're coming to the US for the first time. This video is so far the most requested video. By making these videos and talking about this, I feel like I'm also going through the whole process with you guys. And it's really exciting. I'm also getting like butterflies as if I am packing bags, like similar feeling that I was having when I was coming here for the first time, what to pack, what not to pack. You have so much confusion. So some of the girls also requested me like what about certain things. So I'll also be talking a little bit specific to girls. Of course, there's not much that will be different, right? Because we all are humans and it's not going to be much different. But yeah, I'll talk about a little bit based on my experience about that as well. So I've divided this in 4 or 5 different parts. First, I'll talk about the documents. Then I'll talk about the clothes and things related to that. Then we'll talk about the personal care related items. And then we'll talk about kitchen because food is very important. And then we'll talk about like basic electronics and stationery and things related to that. Yeah, so let's start. So as you all probably know that there's a weight limit. I think it's about 25 kgs, but it varies from your airline to airline. So you should definitely check with your airline what is the weight limit. And then you're allowed in general, you're allowed 2 bags. And then you're allowed a carry-on bag. And then you are also allowed a laptop bag or a lady's bag or a handbag or a backpack. You feel like it's a lot of bags and lots of kgs. When you start putting things, it's not going to be a lot. So first thing that I really want to suggest or recommend is having lightweight bags. Now anyway, I think most people have that, but when I was coming, I remember one of my bags was in itself like 3-4 kgs. And one of them were lightweight, so that really helps. Also get a good backpack where you can also keep your laptop, because once you're here and you're going for your classes, I feel like you're gonna carry that backpack pretty much everywhere all the time. So it's a good idea to have a good backpack where you can also put your laptop. So let's talk about the documents that you should definitely carry with you. So of course, number 1 is passport and your visa. You definitely want to carry that. You want to have your I-20. These things should be in your backpack, like handy. And then tickets, which is obvious, but I'll still mention that. And then your driver's license from your home country. Yes, initially you're not going to start driving, but eventually you will want to start driving. And then in that case, having your driver's license really helps. And then the vaccination records, whatever your vaccinations you've got, just if possible carry those. You're not going to need them at the port of entry as such, but you might need them eventually. Like during my green card application, they asked for all my vaccination records and including my MMR vaccination which I got as a kid. So it's if possible, try to keep those as well. Okay, so now let's come to the day-to-day kind of things that you would want to carry with you in your bag. So first, let's talk about the clothes. So for clothes, I'll say pack. Pack lots of stuff. Like, I'm not saying like too much, but like have different things. So first, about clothes, it really depends on where you're going, right? If you're going East Coast, West Coast, if you're in California, you probably don't need like super heavy jackets because it never gets very cold here. But you do need layers. So it also depends on what your dressing style is. If you like more casual dresses or more formal dresses, I would in fact say just keep one pair of formal trousers and that should be okay. Unless you really need to wear formals for your classes, or like you really wear formals on an everyday basis, I would say 1 trouser, or maybe if you're being paranoid, 2, that should be enough, because you can mix and match. And at the max, I think you'll either need them for certain events or your interviews. Other than that, you're not going to need your formals that much. That's what I feel. And then similarly, I would say maybe keep 2 or 3 formal shirts, and that should be more than enough. If you want to keep a suit, you can keep one, like a formal suit. I don't remember. I mean, people do wear that a lot during the interviews. I don't. I usually don't wear like super formal. I like wearing like a semi formal casual kind of an outfit. So I never really wear a full suit anywhere, but I think a lot of people wear it during the interview. So if you have one, you can carry one. And then I would say like jeans, you can probably carry like 3 or max 4 of jeans, or if you wear shorts, maybe 2 3 shorts, depending upon like what you're more comfortable in and what you want to wear more, you can carry accordingly. But you really don't need more than that. You can always buy it here. I don't think it's very expensive, at least the jeans. If you just talk about Levi's jeans, which is like a standard kind of jeans, so I think it's pretty much the same in India or here. It's maybe a little bit, so it's not like very expensive here, and then there are lots of sales all the time, so you can always buy it here. And then shirts, yeah, I would say like t-shirts don't take a lot of space also, and especially if you're coming to a place like California where the weather is mostly like warm or little cold, it's not very cold. T-shirts really help, so you can have a lot of, bring maybe 10 t-shirts or even more if you want, but I mean, it depends on like your dressing style. Also, like get lots and lots of like your undergarments, your socks and stuff, because you're not gonna be doing laundry that soon. You'll probably because you'll probably do it over the weekends. That's when you'll get time, so at least you definitely need like 10 or something for a week. And then sometimes people also do it like after 2 weeks, so then plan accordingly. I don't think these things take a lot of space either, so you can keep that. Plus, like with laundry, sometimes you have it inside your house or apartment. Sometimes you don't, as you might have seen in a lot of series like Big Bang. You kind of just go down, or in a common area where you're like using your quarters or coins and then doing laundry. So in that case, it becomes even more difficult to kind of like do it very frequent. Plus, you want to collect clothes to, run a laundry. You don't want to waste water, and you don't want to waste, the electricity. So I would, in fact, never suggest to run laundry that often, but actually do it when you have enough clothes. And then I will say keep towels. Maybe 2 towels should be good. Because if one is there in the laundry, you can use the other one. And then similarly, hand towels also you can keep 2, or that should be good. And then coming to winter wear, again, it'll depend a lot on what area you're living in or what region you're in. Like if you're going to Chicago or Wisconsin, you probably need more winter jackets. But I feel like the ones we get in India might not be enough for that cold. So it's probably better to get that when you come here. If you don't already have one, then I think it's a better idea to get it here, because then like those jackets are actually meant for that particular weather. Or if you're coming to a place like San Francisco, California, so it doesn't get that cold here, so you probably need lightweight jackets a lot. It's maybe a winter jacket or 2 should be great. And then have your track pants, your track suits, or whatever, like that will be very helpful here, because like you're always in general, I think it's quite casual here, and also like you'll be probably going for a lot of hiking and stuff, so hiking, camping, so having that, or even like in general road trips, or going here, going there, kind of traveling, so those casual comfortable shorts or track pants really help. And then your traditional clothes, like you'll definitely be going to some like traditional cultural events, so you should keep some Indian clothes. And then coming to shoes, so I would say formals. I would just suggest one formal shoes, because you're not gonna wear them every day unless you're really like a formal kind of a person. Then you can keep more. And then again, and then I would say like casual shoes, I would say keep more, maybe like 2 3 of them. Sport shoes like sneakers, they are helpful everywhere. You wear them to gym, you can wear them to college, you can wear them for running, you can wear them like literally everywhere. So I would say like some of the sneakers definitely keep. Maybe like a semi casual formal kind of a shoe for like certain events or parties if you are into that. And I think that should be good. Maybe an open footwear, or like a Crocs kind of a thing for beach, whatever you're comfortable with. And an Indian kind of footwear if you want to keep match that with your Indian outfit. And then for girls, so of course everything similar. What like most of the things are general, but I would just talk about a couple of things based on the mistakes that I did. Indian wear again, because I literally didn't keep anything. I think I had a kurti or two, but then when we went for garba and all, so like it's good. I mean, if you want, I mean, it's okay to wear anything, but it's kind of, if you're not wearing Indian, you kind of feel out of the place. So in Diwali party, I think it's still fine, but for Garba, you probably need appropriate outfit. So if you really enjoy that, and if you want to go for that, I would definitely recommend keep it, because Indian clothes are really expensive here, and you will not even find things, like you'll always find it a lot better in India. So please keep. So definitely keep Indian wear and footwear matching. Also another thing, like the issue that I had was because my feet are very small, so I was not getting my shoes for my size. So if your shoe size is less than 6 US 6, then you can probably definitely have enough shoes from India, because it takes a while to kind of figure that out. And then your undergarments, your lingerie and everything, definitely keep that a lot, because it's very expensive here, and then again, like it'll take you a while to figure out your the right brand, the right fit and everything. And you really need a lot of them because of the laundry thing that we talked about earlier, that you'll be doing laundry not every day, so definitely keep that a lot. And then formals, so keep formals again, like maybe one or two, or maximum three, whatever. If you like wearing skirts or dresses or trousers, like you can pack accordingly, but you'll probably not need more than that. Yeah, and if you're coming to a place like California, or a place where you have a lot of beaches, definitely keep couple of shorts and dresses and stuff. You're gonna get those here. It's just that initially, like just immediately coming after here, you might not get it. So just have enough for initial 3, 4, or 6 months. And then accessories and jewelry. So if you have a personal taste, or like an Indianish taste, or a choice, then definitely bring some of those to match your Indian outfit, or to like just wear in general. Because here, I don't know if it's expensive. It can be really expensive, but it can also sometimes not be expensive. But if you like to shop from streets or Janpat and stuff, like those places in Delhi, or similar places, then you can get them really cheap in India as compared to here. So definitely get couple of those. And then no need to get sanitary pads or tampons, because you get these here and quite reasonable rate. Definitely keep like little bit for emergency. Yeah, and I think that's it. And then bed sheets, you should definitely keep some bed sheets. I'll also recommend having a sewing kit, just like a small one, just in case your buttons come off, or you're having some basic small issues. It's hard to get that fixed here. And even if you find someone to fix it, first of all, you're not going to find someone, and even if you find someone, it's going to be super expensive, and you don't want to just throw away your shirt or your trousers just because of that small little issue. Even if you don't know sewing, just bring it. It's very easy to learn, in case you want to learn, or who knows, your roommate might know how to do it, or your friends might know. So just keep it. It doesn't take a lot of space, so I think you can keep it. Although I don't remember I might have used it once or twice to kind of like slightly altering something. But yeah, but usually you probably might not need it, so you can skip that too. And then your glasses or contact lenses. So if you wear glasses or contact lenses, don't forget to keep like 2 or 3 extra ones. Like some backup ones. I'm sure you keep that anyway in India or your home country. So just keep some extra ones because it's really expensive here, and then you really need to visit. So definitely keep those. Keep 1 or 2 extra ones. So now coming to personal care. So like the basic toiletries, your tissue paper, toilet paper, your soap, like liquid bathing soap, shampoo. These things are very easy to get here and they're not expensive. So I wouldn't recommend bringing them because they take a lot of space. They might leak in your bag, even if you put them in plastic bags. Unless you really want or really have an inclination towards a specific brand, only then you should bring those. Or else just bring like very small packs of those for emergency, and then you can always get it here from any store. It's very easy to get it. So I would say you can carry your basic things, like shaving kits, basic razors, comb, your some, for girls, some hair ties, some hair clips, some safety pins, because these things, you will get them here, but you might not get them at day one, right? So and they don't take a lot of space. So these small things, I think it's good to keep them because you don't want to run for these small things and then waste your time trying to find those. And then coming to basic electronics and stationery. So for electronics, there's first phone, laptop. If you have one, bring it, like if you have whatever you're using. But if you really want to buy a new one, you might probably want to buy it here. Same for phone. Any basic smartphone mostly works with the sims here, so I mean there's no need to buy a new one. Also, if you want to really buy a new one, you can always get it here because it's cheaper here. And also with a lot of like Verizon, T-Mobile, they have like lots of offers, and then they have that locked unlocked phone concept. So when you're buying their sim, you can actually get a phone from them, and there are lots of offers going on here, and phones in general are very cheap here too. So definitely don't buy a new phone in your home country. And then hard disks and flash drives, if you have them, you can bring them. You're not going to use them. I remember bringing like lots of flash drives, hard disks. I never used anything. But usually you'll have internet access pretty much everywhere. You'll be saving most of the things in like Dropbox or Google Drive and stuff like that. Plus you'll also get flash drives and stuff for free in events. Oh yeah, and don't forget the plugs for your Indian electronics because the plug system is different here. I don't know what's that called, but I'll put a link for Amazon also. I mean, you can just directly go and buy that, but that's really important. And then for stationery, get pens, not a lot, but basic couple of pens. And then you can get some pencil, eraser, maybe 1, 2, not a lot. And then staplers, staple, a small scissor, and then tape, highlighters, the basic things. So just get that, maybe a pouch in which you want to keep those, because even they are expensive if you compare to India. They are not like very expensive, but if you compare to India, they are. So I would say just bring the basic things. They don't even take that much space. And then passport size photos, you can keep some. You might need them initially here and there. Of course, like after 1 or 2 years, they're not going to be useful because you always need like current photographs. But at least for first 1 or 2 years, they'll be helpful. And what's the point in getting them clicked and wasting money there? So definitely get those. Okay, so now coming to kitchen. Food is very, very important. And as much as you think that you're gonna eat outside forever, it's not gonna work like that, because you would want to eat that typical your home kind of food, which you'll not find here. And then it gets expensive too if you're eating out every day. So you will cook. You will definitely cook. I know people who have like literally never cooked food in their life. There are people who would just eat like potatoes and who would not eat green vegetables. There are people who were very like kind of specific with food, but they all have changed once they've come come to US, or even like in general once they go to hostel, they change a lot. So yeah, so this is important because you're gonna crave for home cooked food, and it's a great way to save some bucks, so why not? So first of all, for kitchen, you can carry a pressure cooker. I personally didn't bring one, but I know like a lot of people literally bring a pressure cooker, because it's very helpful. You can literally cook everything in it. You don't even need a separate kadhai or a separate different things. You can use your pressure cooker as a kadhai, you can use a pressure cooker as a pressure cooker. I'm not sure if you can make tea in that, but I'm sure you can do that too. But I think you can keep a separate pan for tea and Maggi and stuff. So yeah, so you can bring a pressure cooker. You can always, if you want to. I mean, I didn't bring one honestly because for me, I felt like it was taking a lot of space. You can always buy one here. Of course, it will not be as cheap as you can get it from your country. But then it's always a balance. If you have space, you can bring it. If you're not, you can get it from here. I put a link here of how much it costs at Amazon or Indian store, so you can decide accordingly. I also like Instant Pot. It's a little bit expensive than a pressure cooker, but it's very helpful and very useful. You can literally cook everything, not rotis, but pretty much everything in an Instant Pot. So that's what I got when I came here, and I think I swear by that. Definitely carry one or two plates, couple of spoons and forks, a serving spoon, and bottle. Definitely keep these. Oh yeah, and a bowl. Don't forget these because these will really be useful in like an everyday basis. You can use that for serving and also eating your cereal, so like it can solve multiple purposes. And then you can carry a bottle of water so that you can use that for refilling and like carrying everywhere, because I love to carry bottle everywhere and I don't like using ready-made bottles to because it generates a lot of waste. So I would definitely recommend carrying a bottle or two for that purpose. And then additionally, you can carry things like based on your needs. You can carry a kadhai, you can carry a spatula, you can carry tongs, you can carry, oh yeah, I forgot to mention balan. If you're a roti person, you should definitely carry that. And then you can carry that spoon to fry puris, like those kind of small things. And then you can carry a grater if you like grating things. You can definitely carry a chutney if you like, or a strainer which you call it. Definitely carry that because if you're a tea person, because you would need that. And then talking about spices, just carry some spices which you can't live without or which you can't find in a store. If like every place or every family has their own secret recipe, so if you have something like that, the dry spices, other than that, you'll really find everything in the Indian stores, so there's no point carrying those. Maggi and like basic Indian oils and Indian creams and basic things, you'll find those in the Indian store. So I won't bother much about that. Even ready-made food or like ready-to-eat meals, you pretty much get poha, you get kappa noodles, the Maggi, and then you get hajmola. You even get that here. Yeah, so really you'll find a lot of things here, so you don't really need to get much from there. But yeah, definitely get a little bit to survive few days. Or if there's something that's really like your mom ka haath ka khana kind of thing, that you really want those snacks which you'll not find anywhere else, definitely keep those. But the basic outside packaged food, Indian food. And then talking about medicines, carry your over-the-counter medicines for headache and cold if you really use them. But for prescribed medicines, antibiotics and stuff, try to keep your receipt and especially your doctor's prescription if you have that. And then you can get like a basic screwdriver if you want, because a lot of people keep that, because that sometimes is really helpful. I didn't bring one, I just got like a tool kit here because you really have to assemble pretty much everything yourself. But then I feel like it's better to get it here. But I just thought of reminding you in case you want to keep that. Yeah, and then bring your confidence, because that's gonna help you a lot. Your confidence, your excitement. I'm so excited for you guys. It's gonna be such a new experience for all of you. As it has been for me, and like so many people who come to US or go to different places leaving their home country. So it's really great. Pack wisely so that you don't miss out on important things, and rest everything you're gonna get here. So don't worry too much. So I'll see you next time. Till then, keep smiling and happy packing.